Thanks for tuning into the channel. I'm Nicholas Devine, and in today's video we're going to be tackling what I would call early extension. Now, what is early extension? It means when you're actually getting to the top of your backswing and you're moving down into impact, that we get an extension through the right side really early coming down into impact. What you need to understand is extension happens a lot later in the swing, and that's why we call this fault early extension. So if you think you've got this issue, or you want to know a little bit more about this issue and what kind of strikes it causes, sit down and watch this video. You never know, it might just help you. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and then make sure you hit the bell. Bell gives you a notification of when my next video is coming out. Now, if you want to come and see me for golf lessons, you can come see me here at X Golf Balcatta. Or if you want to get me somewhere else in Australia or internationally, you can get me through an app called Swing Index. Information will be left down below in the description. So what is early extension? Like I just described a second ago, it means as you're moving down into impact that you extend from the right side really early, causes the shaft to get nice and steep, and you get some really weird inconsistent strikes. It's probably what I would call more of a better player's problem, but I do see a lot of players suffer from this issue. So what do you actually need to understand? What do you need to do to help you with this issue? Now, what you need to understand is when you take your backswing, there is a natural pivot and rotation that happens from your hips. If you early extend, it means that your right hip moves forward, your right leg extends a little bit early, and like I said, your head comes up. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your shaft and I want you to put it just above your kneecaps. You're going to rotate your hip back, and what you'll notice here, like I said, the right hip's back. For you to eliminate early extension, you need to understand that this right hip does not come forward. It's the left hip, after you've done a little bit of a shift, that goes back to match the right hip. And naturally, when I do that motion, what you'll notice is my chest stays over the golf ball a lot more effectively, and I still retain a little bit of flexion through my knees. If I early extend, I lose that bend in my right side really early, my bum comes in and my head goes up. So there's a lot of dry runs and dry rehearsals that you need to do to try and eliminate this issue. It's not an easy problem to fix, but once you have fixed it, your ball striking will go through the roof. So just remember, like I said, understanding what you need to do. As you pivot back in your backswing, you need to fix that right hip. It doesn't come forward, but what happens is after you shifted your weight from your trail side to your lead side, your left hip has to move back to match the right side. Now, what can you do at home to help you fix this problem? Go get a fit ball. And what you're going to do is you're going to pin this up against the wall. You're going to take your setup and you're naturally going to let your legs sit underneath your hips. Don't sit into the ball too much. You need to get quite vertical through the legs, get your chest into the right position. As you bring your chest down, it will pin that ball against the wall. Now from here, you can actually take a backswing up to the top. And then from there, you're going to get a little bit of a shift to the lead side. But then, like I said, you're going to pull that left hip back as you're coming down into impact. That move there will stop the early extension, retain the flexion through the knees, but get you moving in the right areas and keeping that chest over the golf ball. Doing lots of dry runs and rehearsals like that at home will help you to produce those feelings as best you can. Then from there, you can either head into the indoor facility like I'm at here at X Golf, or you can head out to the driving range and put those feelings into play. The better you can do that, the better you're going to strike the ball, get better consistent strikes, and eliminate that early extension. Like I said, not an easy problem to fix, but definitely an issue you need to eliminate if you have it. Hope that helps you. Try that one out. You never know, it just might sort out your issues in golf. Anyway, like I said, everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time on ND Golf.